welcome to The Explainer. So glad you're joining me today because we're looking at a massive, industry-shifting evolution in the data world. We're going to explore Snowflake's incredible transition from being a traditional cloud data warehouse into a fully AI-powered agentic platform. If you follow data infrastructure, you already know Snowflake, but what they're doing right now, it's fundamentally changing how work actually gets done. Think about this for a second. What happens when your data warehouse actually starts writing its own code? I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi novel, right? But setting up this new reality, where the modern data stack evolves to act autonomously, is exactly what we're going to dive into today. It's really no longer just about storing data. It's about making that data work for you.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the AI data cloud shift, moving from basic storage to autonomous action. You see, the modern enterprise is demanding way more than just a massive digital filing cabinet. They don't just want storage anymore. They want action. And to truly understand this shift, we kind of have to look at the competitive landscape, specifically how it contrasts two massive heavyweights, Databricks and Snowflake. Now, if you're building highly differentiated, custom machine learning models, doing heavy ETL, and leaning hard on Apache Spark, well, Databricks operates in a league of its own. But Snowflake has taken a very distinct pivot. They're bringing AI to the broader enterprise through pre-built, managed AI services, specifically their Cortex AI suite, and putting a huge focus on business analytics. They're really optimizing for ease of use and governed AI exactly where your data already lives. Which brings us to Section 2, the agentic control plane and the flywheel effect. To navigate today's highly fragmented and, let's be honest, often disjointed AI landscape, Snowflake's overarching solution is what they call the agentic control plane. And the crucial point here is understanding this definition. The agentic control plane is a unified layer within Snowflake where business intent translates into governed actions across your enterprise data, models, applications, and security policies. Basically, think of it as the central brain of your enterprise. You have a human idea, an intent, and this control plane securely translates that into an automated data action across all your systems. And creating this central brain triggers what Snowflake CEO Sridhar Ramaswamy refers to as the flywheel effect. Look at how this cycle just feeds itself. First, AI accelerates core platform consumption, meaning customers migrate their workloads to Snowflake faster just so they can use the AI securely. Second, all that rich data usage powers and trains better, much more contextual AI agents. And finally, those powerful agents unlock unprecedented productivity. It creates this incredible momentum, both for Snowflake as a business and obviously for the users getting their work done so much faster. Moving on to Section 3, defining Cortex code, or AI for the builders. So this is the first half of Snowflake's core product duo, and it's designed specifically for data engineers and developers. Coco, which is short for Cortex Code, is Snowflake's AI-driven code generation and agent platform. It essentially enables developers and partners to automate application and workflow creation right inside the Snowflake environment. It allows builders to literally use natural language to create apps, data pipelines, and agents without ever having to leave Snowflake. You just ask a coding agent how to do something, and boom, it writes it out for you. And the market has responded emphatically to this. Right now, over 7,100 accounts are actively using Cortex code. I really want to highlight this adoption metric because it represents the fastest adoption of any new product in Snowflake's entire history. The builders are clearly hungry for this kind of automation. Next up is Section 4, defining Snowflake Intelligence, or AI for the business user. If Coco is the AI for the builders, Snowflake Intelligence is the other half of that strategy. It's the set of tools built for everyday business users. Snowflake Intelligence is essentially the business user's surface of the control plane. It provides a natural language interface for data insight, actions, and AI-powered analytics. Essentially, it takes those complex, kind of intimidating data dashboards that no one actually wants to click through and replaces them with simple, everyday conversations. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're talking about. Notice how easily a user named Adam can just type a question like, what are virtual warehouses in Snowflake and how do I properly size them? And he gets actionable insights immediately. You don't need to go beg an engineer to write a SQL query for you anymore. You literally just talk to your data. Let's head into Section 5, skyrocketing developer productivity and the real-world payoff. It's one thing to have shiny new AI tools, right? But what is the concrete return on investment? Let's look at how these tools are directly impacting the bottom line, starting with 25%. inside Snowflake's own global support organization. Coco now actually analyzes incoming customer cases before an engineer even engages. This AI diagnostic step has driven a solid 25% increase in faster case resolution times and overall engineer throughput. Let's move to the next stat and see how this builds. 40%. Snowflake's site reliability engineering team used Coco to automate routine tasks, and that resulted in a massive 40% reduction in engineering time spent per ticket. Because, let's face it, engineers want to build cool new products, they don't want to drown in maintenance tickets. This frees up those highly specialized teams for actual, needle-moving product innovation. Over 100. That is the number of complex workflows automatically generated across finance, marketing, sales, and HR within Snowflake's own data organization in just a matter of weeks. They essentially doubled their developer productivity. No joke. But hey, let's look outside of Snowflake for a second. Take their partner, Infinite Lambda. They had an engineer utilize Coco to build a comprehensive Customer 360 application, complete with customer data, churn insights, and live dashboards. And get this, they built the entire thing in a mere 5 hours. And what was the result of that 5-hour build? The CEO of Infinite Lambda immediately reached out to Snowflake leadership and just said, "You are changing this industry." That sheer shock and awe from industry veterans when they realized the human capital savings and the massive unlocks in speed, that's really what makes this so revolutionary. And we're seeing this echoed across the industry. Take a look at Justin Fry, a senior data engineer at RX Benefits. He noted that the ease of use is just unmatched and that all their integrations were set up in just 4 hours. Data architects are hitting the ground running and deploying production-level integrations in hours now, not weeks or months. It's a real game changer. Which brings us to our final section, Section 6, the Agent and Agentic Enterprise Future, focusing on safety, governance, and openness. Because look, none of this incredible speed and automation matters at all if it isn't secure, right? We need to look at the foundation that makes all this rapid AI development genuinely safe for the enterprise. To operationalize an agentic workforce, you absolutely need a shared understanding of truth. Snowflake solves this via the Horizon Catalog, which provides enterprise-wide context and governance so every AI agent operates on the exact same business logic. Plus, they're championing open data formats with full Apache Iceberg support, which gives customers incredible flexibility without vendor lock-in, and it's all wrapped up in seamless disaster recovery. This quote from Christian Kleinerman, the EVP of Product at Snowflake, summarizes the core philosophy perfectly. He says, "The enterprises with real competitive advantage are the ones putting the full power of AI action in the hands of every single person." And he hits the nail on the head. It's all about a future where human employees and intelligent agents work safely and seamlessly side by side. So, as we conclude this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question to evaluate your own data stack. Are your enterprise data pipelines actually ready for an agentic workforce? Because the shift from storage to autonomous action, it's already here. Thank you so much for diving into this fascinating topic with me, and I highly encourage you to look closely at how these tools might just reshape your own daily workflows.